Today we're doing a playthrough of Deep State, New World Order. I'm Mark Maya, that's Chris Medeiros, that's Brittany Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee.
Vincent, get back here this instant!
Thank you. Oh, I love you too. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. Thank you.
Alright, what you should know before we start playing Deep State is that the Kickstarter, as of the recording of this video, is completed and they successfully funded. Shall we?
Congrats.
Congratulations to the team.
Hey there, Mark from the future here. Now, before you start watching this Deep State playthrough, there's something I wanted to bring to your attention. This game was set up for a 4-player playthrough. Now, at the last minute, our 4th player couldn't make it, but I forgot to readjust the deck of cards to represent a 3-player game, because there are certain cards in a 3-player game that you'd have to remove, mainly all the 4-player cards. So I didn't do that, but the game still plays the same, and we still had a good time, and you should still have a good time. It shouldn't really affect your enjoyment of it. It does change the end condition a bit, but other than that, the game still plays the same. So that's it. Now, enjoy the rest of the episode.
But it's not too late. You can still get in on the late pledge for Deep State New World Order. Now, we've played this game a few times and we enjoy it. Yes, guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I really like it.
And now the version you're going to see us playing here is a prototype version and might not represent the final product that you get. Okay? So, this isn't a how to play, but it is a playthrough, and I will try to talk through as much of the game as possible. So, could you learn to play from this game, from this video? Possibly. Either way, you're going to have a good time. All right? So, what is Deep State? All right, shall we cover that? Now, Deep State, this is a future where there is one world government, and each of us head up our own individual sects inside that government. So you're the head of your sector, you're the head of your sector, I'm the head of my sector. We are not necessarily friends. So what we want to try to do is overthrow the world government and put ourselves in power. Which seems like just,
Why not?
And every day, like every Wednesday. Do that once a Wednesday, try to conquer the government and take over world power. So that is the premise of the game. The way it's played is, let me see if I can use this top camera. Everybody gets 3 active agents, and we have 7 in our reserve. So, from our active pool, there's a few things we can do. Now, let me show you. First of all, in a 3-player game, you're going to draw out 8 cards from your objective deck. And now let me say this straight out, that if we make any mistakes during our playthrough, we apologize in advance. We will try to fix as many as possible in the editing process, but if a mistake or two slips through, feel free to point them out, but know that it's done. We're just gonna roll with the punches and do what we can. We're just gonna have a good time regardless, right? I don't know if we've ever played a game without making a mistake. It just comes with the territory. Okay, so what do we have here? We have 8. 3, 6, 7, 8. All right, so for a 3-player game, we lay out 8 cards, 8 objectives. This is the infiltration zone. These are your objective cards. This here, these coaster-looking like items, are your covert operations. Your covert operations. And these here, these bigger cards at the top, are your world domination projects. Yes. So here's what you do. If you notice, you have a few actions you can do. You ready, guys? Mm-hmm. So you have 4 possible actions. One of those is you can send your agents into the infiltration zone to complete an objective. Now, if you notice at the bottom of the cards, let me grab one for example. Now, spy agency, if you notice, it has these 3 agents at the bottom. That's how many agents you need to send to that card to accomplish this objective. Now, you'll also notice these symbols. Those come into play later. This is a special interest symbol, which is the most common of the symbols. And then this here is, I'm trying to remember what it's called. Hold on, we have a reference card. It is our spies symbol. And we'll explain how those work in a bit. So if I want to take the spy agencies, I will put a minimum of 3 agents, because that's what's required to take over that card or to infiltrate that card. Now, I could put more on there. So if I have more agents, I could do more. Why would I want to do that? Because let's say on Brittany's turn, can I get one more of your agents, Britt?
Yep.
There you go. If Brittany wants this, she can over-infiltrate by putting 4 agents on there. I get my agents back, and I take an additional treaty card. I'll explain those later. So that's the basic move that you can do. That's the most common move we'll be doing. Another option you can do is you can perform a covert operation. That's these cards here. The first one, and they're in order, they're always in the same order, and they cost more to do, and they're worth more points as you go deeper into the pile. So the cost for those are down here. First one is 5, and they'll go up each turn. So now, if I put 5 agents on there, I take this lovely coaster, which is elimination of obstacles is the first covert operation. I take that with me, I get 6 influence at the end of the game. And influence is what you want to win. So let's show you what one of these cards looks like. So you see the cost, that's the influence points you get it, and the name of the covert operation. So, unlike objectives, you cannot over-infiltrate a covert operation. So once I put the proper amount of agents on this card, I take it in front of me. We'll go into more details of what's happening while we're playing, especially when it comes to these cards. These are your world domination cards. Now, what you could do to world dominations is a bunch of projects that gain you a bunch of benefits. This one, for example, lets you play treaty cards for free. This one gives you shadow agents, which work kind of like your regular agents, except they're bonuses. They don't have a mind of their own. They'll follow your agent wherever he goes. So, but they do count as an agent. So if something costs 3, you can use your ghost agent or shadow agent to fill in those numbers. The thing about shadow agents is they can never go to a location, to an objective by themselves. They always have to have a regular agent with them. But they're good to pad your numbers, and they help you to keep that objective without other people over-infiltrating. So it's like a nice little buffer to make it more expensive for other people to over-infiltrate you. Unified Nations allows you to recall 1 more agent than you normally could, and spyware allows you to purchase further into the row. Because here's one thing I didn't mention, not purchase, but infiltrate. When you infiltrate a card in the infiltration zone, you can only infiltrate the first 3 in the row. But if you partake in the spyware project, you can see this +1 card. That means now you can infiltrate up to 4 cards. If you go here, up to 5, and up to 6 if you go on the last one. It's not the last one, the third one. So that is a good advantage, because if other people don't have access to these 3 cards, like you do, then they can't over-infiltrate you. So there is a benefit to that. So there's a nice little benefit to all these cards. You just have to know what is the right one for your plan. What are you gonna do, right? I think that's a good overall. Now let's just start playing, and we'll just talk through things as we do them. Seems good? All right. Oh, one thing I want to mention is the sections. First, our first round consists of an action phase. And that's basically doing everything that I just discussed. And taking those 4 actions. Oh, the other action you could do is you could just recruit an agent. That's one I didn't mention. And that means just taking 1 agent from your recruitment pool and add them to your active agent pool. Once all these cards, all these objectives have been taken off or collected by us, and this row is empty, we move on to the takeover phase. And the takeover phase is when you get to play these fun little treaty cards. Now, treaty cards have all kinds of little abilities at the bottom. Let me show you one of them, for example. So that's a treaty card. Now, treaty cards all have an ability. There's these iconography of it, but the description of what that iconography means is written right underneath it, so it makes it nice and easy. And the cost is always written at the bottom. And that's the thing with this game, all the costs are written at the bottom of the action you want to take. So, you can only play 1 treaty card during your treaty phase. Once the treaty phase is done and we've all had a turn to play a card, if you can or cannot, we move on to the next action round, and we continue to do this until we can no longer fill the infiltration zone. Once that's done, we add up our points and see who wins. Okay, so let's start. Now, first thing we're going to do is I'm going to hand out 6 treaty cards to each of us. Now there's a few different ways you could do this. For new players, you could just hand out 4 cards, and they just keep those 4 cards, and that's what they get. What we're doing is the basic setup, which is we give out 6 cards, and we pick out the 4 we want. Chris, do you have 6 cards yet? Yeah, you got it. You're good. So, we look at our 6 treaty cards, and we're gonna pick the card that we want. Here's the cards I have, and I'll have to make a selection from those to see which one I want. And I can base this plan according to what cards are visible in the infiltration zone. So once you have your 4 treaty cards, then the game commences. Another method you could do is a drafting method where we each take our 6 cards, we go through, so I would take 1 card, pass this off to Chris, he would take 1 card from his pile, pass it on, and we go around your typical drafting method, and then when we have 6, we would pick 4 from that. So, now let's take this time and select our 4 treaty cards. Let's do this. Now, the ones I kept weren't as good as previous games, but I had a situation where the cards in my hand didn't line up with the cards that were on the table very well, so I just took the least of the worst. Yeah, we did a quick little practice game before we started this. I had a great hand. Everybody was very happy that I had to reshuffle. Did you choose your 4 cards?
I did.
Okay, so we discarded the 2 cards that we're not using. And now, here's one thing I didn't mention. This is the supervisor token. Now, when the supervisor is at a certain agency, or right now he's watching me, when the supervisor's got his eye on you, you can only do 2 of the 4 actions I mentioned. So all I can do is infiltrate an objective or complete a covert operation. I cannot, while he's present, recruit an agent, or I cannot participate in a world domination project. So those are the 2 things I can't do. But the benefit of having a supervisor handy is the first thing he lets me do is grab 2 agents from my reserve pool and put them in my active pool. So that is a benefit. I actually like that. Yeah. Sometimes his timing of showing up so I can't do a world domination is poopy. Right? I think that's the correct term. Sometimes it could be poopy. Let's see. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to play based on the cards I have in my hand, but I don't know if it's necessarily going to work out because, like I said, my cards right now aren't synergizing with what's on the table. So I'm going to muscle, but I am going to muscle in on something here.
I'd be surprised if you didn't.
I think I'm going to use 3 agents and take consultants. So I'm going to send 3 agents over to consultants because that's the minimum requirement. And at this early in the game, nobody's going to overtake me because they only have 3. Chris, here you go.
I'm going to use as much as I can to take over a spy agency.
Yeah, those are 2 strong cards to have. Here's the thing. These little symbols at the top of the cards, let me just grab this to show you. The little symbol at the top of the card, that one is the Peacekeepers symbol. Now, a few cards, as I mentioned, this is the most common symbol. That is not very common. Anything else other than this is not very common. So when you see these, it's a good idea to grab them because there's not very many of them. And a lot of world objectives require those symbols. So, Brit.
Can you put me on the labs card, please?
So Brit is sending Brit is sending a agent to the labs card. All right, so now it's come back to me. So that means that's the end of the first round. So we all take our cards that we've sent agents to successfully. So I'll take my
I'll pass you yours.
consulates.
Thank you.
I'll take my consulates. Chris will take his spy agencies, and Brittany takes her labs. So we put those cards in front of us. And now we do let me see what this is called, our recall of agents is what this step's called. So recall of agents means we can take 1 agent from each of our objectives that we have in front of us. So we only have 1, so we're all taking 1 agent back. Easy peasy. These 2 agents will stay on the card and we will get them back slowly. They'll slowly trickle back into our active agent pool. There are ways to speed up. We'll see that as we go. Okay, so now that we've recalled our agents, I take the supervisor token and I move that over to Chris. Chris, supervisor's watching you, so you're gonna get
2 more agents.
2 agents. Bonus.
I'm going to see if I can sneak this one right here. Valuables.
Brittany, what are you gonna do? You let him take that?
Yes, you will.
What you got, Britt?
Recruit.
All right, so what to do? I've got 3 agents available to me. Do I want anything that's on the table? Actually, you know what?
No.
I'd like some valuables. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna over-infiltrate Chris. And I'm gonna give Chris his agent back. Here, Chris, your agent comes back home. That's not so bad, right?
However, you get one of these cards.
Yeah, so Chris gets to take a treaty card.
He's got to pay me off for the pain he's caused.
So there you go. So that's a way to get extra treaty cards, is to get your ass handed to you out in the field. Right?
Thanks.
No problem. It happens to Chris a lot. He gets tons of cards. All right, so let's do this. Okay, so we're back to Chris. All right, so let's take our cards back.
Take your card back.
Oh, and the only one that got a card. So we'll close that gap up.
Yeah.
And I take 1 agent back from each of these cards. Boop. Dunsky. Okay, so then we pass over the...
Brittany, you now have a supervisor watching you.
Thank you. So I get 2 new recruits,
Yeah.
which means I have currently 6.
Ooh. You want to go for the get a guy on the objective?
I do not.
Or the, what's it called, the covert
Can I
operation?
go with the universities, please?
Ooh, universities.
Thank you.
Okay, so
I have
please.
2 left. 2 recruits left.
What does Mark want? What works best for me?
That's right.
What is
Focus
it
on yourself.
all about me, and what does me want? It's okay. I'm gonna go to Comintern. So I'm gonna do a world domination project, and here's how that works. You take 2 agents, and because if you see here, it requires you to sacrifice 2 agents. So I'm taking 2 agents from my active pool, and I'm putting them in my reserve. Now, I take 1 agent from my reserve, not my active pool, from my reserve, and I drop them on Comintern. Now, you only ever have 1 agent on 1 world domination project. I can have 1 on each, but you can never have more than 1 on one project. So as I sacrifice more agents to move up, all I do is I continue to sacrifice agents from my active pool to my reserve pool, but I just move this agent that's on there up spaces as I sacrifice agents and pay the cost. So as you can see, the cost to go to the next one is I have to sacrifice 3 agents, but I also need this communist symbol, which I do not have. Currently, the only symbol I have is 2 special interests and 1 peacekeeper. All right, so that's how you start a world domination project. Oh, and the bonus is I get 1 ghost agent or shadow agent. The proper term is ghost agent. Whoops. There you go. That's what it looks like. And if you flip them over, that means you have 3. But we don't. I don't think we've ever had more than 3.
No.
I think 3 is the max we've ever had. Okay. So, I'm good.
All right. So, now that no one can overpower me, I'm going to go to the bank.
Oh. Is he going to infiltrate the bank?
Yes, I am.
He's going to open up his first bank account.
I'm gonna start a savings account.
Get a toaster. Get a free toaster. Do they do that anymore? No, nobody does that anymore.
No,
When did they ever give away free toasters?
Before our
Open up a
time.
bank account, give away a free toaster. All right. Anyways.
Now we
Okay.
get points.
So now it's come full circle. We take our cards. Oh, I have no cards to take. So
Oh, that's a shame.
If you could pass me mine, please.
your university.
Thank
There you go. So put them.
So I'm going to give you...
Well, not yet. Finish your turn. And your turn is finished once you recall your
take
agents.
1 back.
Recall my agents.
Sweet.
1 and 1.
Chris takes 2 agents back, 1 from each card, and I also take 1 back from each card. Okay. So now the supervisor token comes to me, and I recruit 2 agents from my reserve pool. And good timing. So here's how a ghost agent works. The ghost agent is going to go with you regardless. If I send, I'm just going to use this as an example, I'm not doing this right now. If I send one agent here, the ghost agent has to follow. Even if I had 3 ghost agents, they all follow. And the ghost agents always go with your agent. So no matter how many ghost agents you have, they always all follow. Even if you have more than enough, as in that example. All right, so now back to my turn. Let's go, you know what? I think I might go, I'm gonna go inner circle.
Oh, he does it.
I'm gonna send 4 agents on my ghost agent, which is the minimum amount, which is 5. Nobody else has 5, so I'm good.
So, what to do? I think I'm going to follow Mark here on the previous turn. I'm going to sacrifice 2 agents for the Comintern and get one from the pool to get myself
1 ghost agent for Chris.
Thank you.
All right, let's do this.
And I am going to play 1 agent on the researchers.
Okay. All right, so that's it. Now we collect our cards. Yoink. And, oh yeah, ghost agents, no matter how many ghost agents you have in the card, they always come back and they don't count toward your 1 agent that you recall. So I recall 1 agent.
From each card, right?
1 agent from each card, yes.
Called my agent.
Okay, so 3 agents of mine are still trapped in Inner Circle. Now here's the thing with Inner Circle. I can attach it to a green card or a purple card, which is a Supreme Power or a Key Connections card. I can attach it, and right now I only have a Key Connections card. You can attach it anytime. Once you attach it though, it stays attached. All right, so now we're in the treaty phase because all the objectives are gone. So now let's see if we can play the treaties. So I go first since I'm the supervisor. I have the supervisor with me. I'm not the supervisor. I'm gonna do.
That's why you stole my card.
Yep, I did. Because
That's why.
to cast this, I either need 2 yellows, which are 2 finance cards, or 1 valuables card, which is the card I stole from Chris.
Yes.
So this is the Order of the Golden Dawn. And what this card does is every time I advance on a world project, I get to take a secondary, and when I say I have to advance on either the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th. The first one does not count on any of these. So when I advance, I get to take a secondary finance card. And secondary finance cards are these things here. There's secondary science, finance, supreme power, and mass control. So these are them. They're just these basic cards. They're just as good as having a yellow card. They're basically like having an extra yellow card, which an extra finance card, which there's cards that benefit from having more finance cards. Anyways, so that's what I'm playing. Dropping that. So now every time I go up on any of these tracks into the 2nd and beyond, I get one of these for free. Chris, go.
Due to Mark stealing my card, I cannot play any treaty cards.
No treaty cards for Chris, because he's lame. Brit.
Oh, she's thinking.
Okay. So I'm going to play the Jason's card, and I actually have the lab card, so I only need 1 blue card. So.
Oh, and this is the one that says if you have. Is this one of those if you have 7? Oh yeah, the player with the highest number of science cards receives 7 influence. So this is a dangerous card because if me or Chris get more science cards than Brittany on the table, we get those 7 points and not Brittany.
But then this card also gives me.
Oh yeah, if you see
science
this
card.
little symbol in the corner, that's not a science card, that's a supreme power card.
Sorry.
So that means she gets a secondary objective because it's got that symbol on there. So she gets to take one of these and put it on in front of her.
And I also get to play another treaty immediately.
Oh yeah, because normally you can only play 1 treaty, but this card, it says immediately make 1 more treaty. Treaty conditions must be met. So put that in front of you.
I'm gonna pop that down here. And then I'm going to play the World League of Culture card. And because I just got that Supreme Power card, it allows me to play this one because I also have the University cards.
Okay. Well, if you have the University cards, you didn't need 2. Oh no, you did need 2. You didn't need 2 anyways.
It's plus.
Oh yeah, it is. How about that? I didn't notice. All right.
But now I have this emblem.
So she has the, what's that one called? Is that Spies?
Spies.
She has the Spies emblem, and +3 influence for each spy emblem on each university card. That's pretty good because emblems are hard to come across.
Well played. Well played.
Thank you.
So it's nice to have those extra emblems. Okay.
My odds are not looking good right now.
Alright, so okay, so I got the supervisor card. So I'm gonna flip out 8.
The boss is watching, so you gotta do the work.
Yep. Ooh, 2 real estate cards back to back. Oh, World War. We'll explain how that works in a second. World War is good. Oops, good and bad. All right, is that 8? I think that's 8. Yep, that's 8. Okay, so you see this World War card. First thing you do when you take the World War card is you take it out of the row, the infiltration zone, and you close that up. So I like to leave it here on top as a reminder that we're in World War mode. So what World War means is whenever you're sacrificing an agent to move up into a project or to advance on a project, you have to sacrifice 1 additional agent. So the cost is pretty harsh for agents. So a lot of agents are gonna die in war. War is not pretty. So, but you see all these other symbols? Basically, we all get one of these. It's like each of these are in front of us, which is great. So that means whenever a world project requires any of those symbols, like this one requires 1 peacekeeper, but that counts as me having that peacekeeper, or all of us having that peacekeeper. So I could just go here by sacrificing 3 agents, where normally it would be 2, but because of this it's 3, but I don't have to pay the peacekeeper. The benefit of that is I can go from here to here, and instead of paying 2 peacekeepers, I only need to pay 1, although I need to kill 4 agents instead of the 3 listed. So there's benefits and negatives. Negative, agents die. Benefit is you don't need as many emblems to accomplish your goals, and emblems are hard to come across, so anything like that really helps. Okay, so I'm done. I'm gonna pass this off to Christopher.
Fantastic. I'll recruit my 2 agents because the boss is watching. And since it is at World War, I want to advance here. So I'm going to have to sacrifice 4
agents.
4 agents.
So those go to his reserve pool.
There we go. And
oh no, hold on. You got the supervisor friend.
Oh no!
You got the supervisor. So because the supervisor's in front of Chris, he cannot participate in any of the world domination projects.
Got ahead of myself there.
Nice try. I'm your supervisor friend.
Oh.
Right here. Don't worry about that eye. Worry about these 2.
Okay then. Well, that changes that. I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna put that, and just because I want to make sure that Mark doesn't outbid me. I'm not sure about Brittany. I don't think she needs any finance just yet, but I don't know. I'll do that move instead.
Oh, and your ghost agents cannot be used for world domination projects.
I'm going to recruit.
There's the army you're building up there.
So, I have 3 agents available to me. I can't take any of these and I can't afford that. So I could go into a project, but currently moving, if I want to advance on that, it's going to cost me an additional agent, which I don't have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I don't want to, going on the first world projects is you get no benefit. I don't want to start any new projects when it's a world war, because all you do is lose. You get no benefit. So I'm not a fan. So I'm gonna just recruit like Britt did. And now we've gone full circle. Chris, you can take your valuables and shove them to your side of the board.
Nice.
How kind of you.
Yep.
Do that, and then I will call back my agent with the ghost agent because it comes automatically. And there we go.
Okay. Alrighty.
So everybody recruit their...
Everybody recalls one agent from each card. Chris already did that because he jumped the gun. He's such a gun jumper.
Get my card. I was starting the cycle because I'm the first player.
Okay.
No, you can have the supervisor watching you.
Thank you. So I get to recruit
Holy crap, Brittany.
2
Yeah.
more.
It's a lot.
And
No hurt plan.
Corporation.
I'm going to go for the corporation.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So that's 6 on the corporation. Alrighty. Well, nobody can out-muscle you on there.
Nope.
So it's my go. Now, I'm going to sacrifice 4 agents. 4 agents. It's a lot. It's all my agents. I'm going to sacrifice 4 agents. So, because of this, and I don't need the communist symbol because of we're at World War. Move that over, but I get an additional. And here's the thing. You don't get 1 there and then 2 there. It's when you move over, you basically forget this one exists. So I'm supposed to have 2 ghost agents. So that's how that works. So, but when you complete this whole card, the max ghost agents you could have is 3. Just so we're reading that card right. Okay, so I got 2 ghost agents. Go, Christopher.
Because it is World War, I am going to follow that.
Sacrificing 4 agents.
Sacrifice 4 agents. And
Oh, one thing I forgot to do. Keep going. I'll do this. I have my Order of the Golden Dawn. Whenever I move up on a project, I get to take a finance card.
Nice.
ooh, that's
So I'll take that, and I'm just going to store
a
that there.
nice bonus. I will take my ghost agent, please.
Oh, and a ghost agent for you, sir. There you go.
Thank you.
I don't have anything. My cards have no synergy, like they did before.
So now it's done.
Oh yeah,
right?
it's done.
So we get our.
So we take our cards. Britt, you take your card back. Yoink. There you go.
Thank you.
Close the gap. There you go.
Okay, so I get
And
1.
just try not to cover your symbol. So you go.
Are we taking off the
Yeah.
recruits now? 1.
There you go. And I get 1 back from my inner circle.
And I'll get 1 back from my valuables.
Okay. So, all right. So pass over to the supervisor. Yay! I'm actually happy to have the supervisor around. How often do you like having your boss just show up? Right? I like it because I have 2 agents. So I'm going to use the combo of these, and I'm going to put them on a covert operation, which is elimination of obstacles. So I take that right away. It's 5. Calls for 5. I have 5 with my ghost agents.
Okay. I'm going to go with real estate.
All right.
Okay. I am going to.
We gotta see if we can get more science cards than Brittany and screw her over for
Mm-hmm.
that. She did for me, so I owe her 1.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
For what?
The card that gives you points, 7 points for having the most of your science cards. I had that for the most. It was like green cards,
Oh.
the most superior power cards, and you took it from me.
I won that one, by the way.
It didn't help that I was also sacrificing everything.
Okay, so I'm going to sacrifice 2 recruits back into my pile for Unified Nations.
All right. So now Brittany, when she gets all her agents back, 1 from each card, she gets to take 1 additional agent back and that's 1 additional agent total, not 1 additional agent per card. Okay. So it's back to me, and we're done. So everybody recall take your cards that you burned. And now let's close the gaps and recall our agents. So I guess I get all my ghost agents back from my covert operation, and 1 from there, and 1 from my inner circle. And these guys go back to my recruitment pool, which is sad.
I'm going to take my ghost agent back and my 1 recruit.
Right, so Chris gets everything back. And Brittany, did you take an agent back?
Oh no,
There you go.
I get to take back 2.
Oh yeah.
1 plus.
Yeah.
Now that she's got it.
Yeah, she has this. She gets to take 1 additional agent back. Okay. So, and now we're done. Let's continue. There you go, Chris.
All right. My 2 agents.
I like the 2 agents. I don't mind the supervisor, is it?
Mm-hmm.
I might go on the Unified Nations, but I don't want to pay the extra.
Like I just did.
But you have an army. I don't know how you keep.
Yeah.
You always have so many people. I gotta keep an eye on you.
She has been doing a lot of recruiting, so I'm going to go with try the inner circle for 5.
I am going to sacrifice 3 recruits. And I'm going to go here.
All right. So Brittany so now Brittany can recruit, or so she can infiltrate up to the 4th card now. which is not going to really matter until the next round because Chris is going to take that. So we'll be able to recruit all those, or infiltrate all those. Okay, my go. What do I want? I'll take an authority card. So I only need one, but all my ghost agents have to go. So they'll go. Alrighty, so we're good. So I'll take our cards back. Alright, so I'll take my ghost agents and my agent back.
I get 1 agent plus 1.
Reorganize my cards here.
I'm going to take my ghost agent back, plus my regular agent.
Alright. And now let's close that gap and pass the supervisor token over.
Thank you.
Brittany gets 2. Go, Brittany, go.
Not that she needs anymore. Wow.
Free.
Throwing around the power.
Alright, I am going to over infiltrate Brittany, give her 3 back, and you can take a treaty card.
Thank you.
It's alright, I wanted that card.
She's way too happy with that.
It's okay. I actually needed that card before this round ends. So that wasn't just me being mean, I need that card. I feel like I haven't taken advantage of World War enough this round.
No. We need the agents to do it, and the one that's got that is Brittany there. I guess I will just do this then.
Okay, so
Real estate.
Chris is dominating in real estate. We're done. Let's take our cards. Alright. And then recall our agents. All ghost agents back, and then 1 agent per card. Alright.
Ghost agent and my 1 agent, and
Okay.
the other agent.
And now, treaty phase. Let us do these things. Britt, you're first. You get to play treaties first.
I can't.
Okay, Brittany cannot or chooses not to, either one. I am going to play Thule Society. So every time I level up, it's the same as my yellow card. Every time I level up in a stage, I take a secondary science card instead of a yellow, like my last card.
Oh.
And for that, I needed a research card. So that's why I over-infiltrated Brittany on the research card. So I have 2 cards that do the exact same thing. So every time I go up, I get a green and a blue and a yellow card now.
Wow.
So that's my play.
Unfortunately, I still cannot do a treaty. Every card I need is either in both of your hands. So,
Excellent.
yes.
That works for me. Britt, does it work for you?
Hey, yeah.
All right, we're good. As long as
You're
we're-
all happy.
So I'm gonna toss. We need a discard pile. I'm just gonna put a discard pile for our main deck over here. It's far away from it, but I don't know where else to put it
Yep.
right now. All right, so I don't know why I was picking that up. It's I'll do this for you, Brittany, since it's gonna be hard for you to reach over.
Yeah.
Normally the supervisor, the person with the supervisor token does this, but it doesn't really matter who does it. All right, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 Amundo. And remember, Brittany can recruit up to or infiltrate up to these 4. Me and Chris are still stuck on these 3. Alrighty, so he comes to me. Thank you. So I get 2 agents. Brittany's got tons of agents there. So this is a tricky one. There's a lot of good cards on the table right now. I don't know if this is right. I'm gonna go to stock exchange. I'm sending 5 agents there.
I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, neither did I. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I actually didn't see that one coming
Nope.
either.
Nope. That was a safe one for me. Because I was like, maybe I'll get that one because you guys are going to battle each other. I'm going to try it, but I have a feeling I get overbid here.
Labor union.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to go for. Was labor union.
That's what I thought for sure you were
Brittany was
going
gonna overpower me for sure
Yeah.
on labor union.
Yeah.
Now she's gonna overpower you on labor
Yeah.
union.
But at least I get a
No,
treaty
I want
credit.
the stock exchange.
Oh, you want the stock exchange? All right,
Oh.
take the stock exchange. I get all my agents back
You guys are the only ones that are on that. I have no interest in that symbol.
for now. All right, so Brittany overtook me on the stock exchange, or over infiltrated me, so I get a card, a treaty card. Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh, score.
That's a good one. Nice. All right. So now we take our cards back. I have no cards because Brittany took me off. And close those gaps. Pass this. Oh, recruit your agents. I only have one to recruit. Or, sorry, recall.
I recall my addition to this
So
skill.
I get 1 + 1.
And recall and recall. Okay.
Okay, and then this comes back to you.
Okay, I'm gonna recruit my 2.
All right.
Patents.
Okay, I'm going to sacrifice 2 of my men. I have this emblem, the spy's emblem, and I'm going to move up 1.
All right, so Brittany can now recruit up to 5. All right, Brittany's doing really well. This is where Mark starts making some desperate moves. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be crazy. This might sound crazy. Ready? Are we getting crazy? Here we go. I am going to. Was I holding onto that card for a reason? Because I've got a card here, and I'm like, was I holding onto that for a reason? I don't know. Oh, it's not gonna do anything.
No.
Never mind.
Oh.
That's too bad.
It's garbagey poop. I had a plan, and I looked at my cards, and it fell through. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take this for 6.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna do a
Nice.
covert operation, neutralization of a political leader. Take that. I spend my agents poorly because now I just lost all those guys pretty much. Okay, so we're done. Recall your take your cards, Chris. There you go.
Thank you,
Sir. And recall agents.
Oh, right.
Oh,
So I
I
get
took too many.
1 plus another.
And all these guys go to my recruiting pool.
I recruit my ghost agents and 1 agent and 1 agent.
Okay. So I get to
That is
recruit
yours.
2 more. I'm going to.
Did you pass that? You passed that super
Yes, I did.
to her.
And she just recruited 2.
And you're gonna go all the way over there. She's trying to solidify her 7 points.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I am going to sacrifice an agent to start a world domination projects in the United Nations or Unified Nations. So that means I also get to take 1 more agent back on that when the time comes.
That's a good call. I'm gonna sacrifice 1 agent and pull from my pool
Okay.
for Unified Nation.
Everybody's in the Unified Nations.
Okay, so I get my patent card back. And I get to take 1 of my recruits off here and 1 of my recruits here, and I get an extra 1.
Yep. And I also get an extra 1, but I have nobody to take back. So, poor timing on my part.
Same here.
Okay, so supervisor token moves over. Thank you. I get 2 agents. I can't wait for him to show up. Really, it's good times. Okay, so looks like we're taking red cards.
Yes, it does.
Any red card in particular I want? Doesn't really matter. I'm going to do this one. Ruling parties. I'll put 4 on ruling parties.
And I'll go. That's how many agents? Wow, Brittany, you got a lot of agents. I'm gonna pick authority.
I don't want to say she's cheating, but I think she's cheating.
I am not cheating.
Let's do a playback on this. Let's see what's going on over there.
Oh, this will be good. We'll see a playback and we'll be like, that's how she does it. Cheater. When we're not looking, she's just
You're
like,
gonna be like, oh my gosh,
she's playing from her reserve pool and she's like, bam. And you're like, wait a second. The game only comes with 10 pieces. How do you have 12? They fall out of her sleeves. Okay. So
So I'm
we've gone
working
full
like
round. Everybody grab their cards. I grab my ruling party. And I get to take all my agents back because of Unified Nations. Which allows me to take 1 additional one back.
Okay.
I just can't
so
do
I
it.
get 1 and 1 additional.
Yeah. Okay, so we only have 1 card left before we go to the treaty phase. All right.
I'll recruit my 1 agent.
This came to me last turn, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
I get to enjoy the rewards. 2 more.
I felt like the best game I ever had in this was the first time I played. And then it's up and downhill for me.
I need to get some points here because I am not doing well at all here. So let's do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need right first that 7.
7,
4.
yes.
I can't read it upside down, so I'll let you read it out when I place my characters.
It is his covert operation is the sponsored guerrilla war.
Can I do that with the supervisor?
Oh no, yeah, you can. Yeah, you
Yes,
can.
okay.
You can do anything on the infiltration row.
Okay.
Yeah, so you take your coaster. I like how they're thick like coasters, but it makes me want to put a drink on them.
It definitely does.
Alrighty, what do I want to do?
What do I want to do?
Do.
I want to win, but it's not looking good.
For mass media.
Well, I could take over mass media if I want, but you know what? I don't want to. Brittany can have it.
Wonderful.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sack 2 agents, because now that I have them, I got to sacrifice them, because I don't have to, but it's just, that's how I play. And I'm going to move up here because I do have the Peacekeeper symbol, which is right there. So, because I move up, now when I recall my agents, I recall an additional 2 agents. But also, because of these 2 cards, because I went up to level 2, I get a yellow and a blue card. So I get a
Oh,
finance
So not good.
and a science card.
wow, those work well together.
They do, although as of yet, I have nothing to take advantage of having a lot of finance or science cards. Except the best thing I do, yeah,
Give me those.
I could take advantage of your card. I can take advantage of your card. Your cards are more beneficial to me right now than mine are. Okay, so
Both of you have cards that would benefit me from finally actually laying these, but that's not going to happen.
that sounds like a you problem.
It definitely is.
That came back to bite you in the ass, didn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Chris been saying that for a while. Okay, so we recall our agents.
Okay.
We all take our cards. Sorry, take our cards first.
Okay.
Recall our agents. Chris recalls.
One from each card.
You can take an
plus an
additional one from
extra.
there.
Yes.
Hold on 1 second.
Yep.
Chris will take all his ghost agents and
original.
one agent from there. And because you're on Unified Nations, you get to take one more, and then all those go to your reserve pool. So it's a good way to save agents from disappearing. Brittany.
Does that need to move?
Oh, we got
And
our
these need to flip.
Oh, yeah, we're on treaty. Not yet. We're on treaty phase.
treaty.
All
I didn't
right.
even notice you took the last card. Okay. So let's see what
So
we're going to
I
do.
am first, and I am going to again pass.
Oh,
This is not good. I need some really good cards to make some really good stuff happen.
Christopher, you suck so hard.
I am going to play the Chamber of Commerce. So I get 3 influence for each Peacekeeper emblem that I have, and each stock exchange card.
Okay, that'll be at
And
the
now
end
I
of the
get this emblem as well.
Yeah, so now she has a Peacekeeper emblem. And to cast that, she needed a Supreme Power card and a Stock Exchange card.
Which I have.
Okay, so I think we all went around. We all... oh, no, I didn't go. I didn't play my card yet.
You don't need to play.
I can play mine. Bam! The Milner Group. And I just need one... I need 2 mass control cards with 2 mass control cards, which I have. And... Or a multimedia, mass media, whatever that calls. It's called a mass media card, which I don't have, but I don't need it. Anyway, so what this card does is I get to reveal the top 7 cards in the treaty deck and put in my hand all treaties with a communist emblem or mass control card in the upper right corner. And then I shuffle the deck. So let's put, and this card is worth 4 points for me at the end of the game. Okay, so let's toss that there. So purple cards, if you notice, the green cards are ongoing. They have ongoing effects. Purple cards happen right away. Blue cards take place. They score at the end. They score you points at the end of the game. There are cards that are half blue, half green. That means they score you points at the end of the game, and they have an ongoing effect, so they're comboed. Okay, so I'm gonna do my treaty deck thing. Ready? So I flip 7. 1, 2. I'm just gonna I'll flip these up. This will be more dramatic this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, here we go. Ready? So I get to keep all the ones with communist symbols, or a mass, what's it called? Mass control, or a mass control symbol on the corner. Let's see. Oh, they're all upside down. Almost. Okay, so that's not a right symbol. That's not the right symbol. That's not the right symbol. Neither is that. Oh, science, not the right symbol. Nothing.
This makes me happy.
Nada. So I got absolutely nothing except for 4 points.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
So
4 points is still good.
take those, and I'm gonna shovel them back into the treaty deck. Chris, I hope there was a card in there you needed. Because you're not getting it.
I tried not to look. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because more than likely, yes, there was.
All right. So let's deal with these cards. Chris, do you want me to do them for you? Or do you got it?
All right. Ready?
Okay. Got plans. Let's see what we got. I'm planning ahead here. I can't muscle anybody. I have 0 agents. I have 2 ghost agents. Okay, and 1 more. You got it.
It's gonna be mine.
You did it, Chris.
Look at that.
Okay, we can't let Brittany get that university.
Well, I hate to say it, but she now is the first player.
Oh, well.
Thank you.
Okay, so Brittany recruited
So
2
you
more
have
agents.
no men right now?
Hold on, are these all your ghost agents?
No.
Okay, so do you have any ghost agents?
No.
Okay.
So you have no agents at all?
No, she has all these.
I have
Oh.
all these.
She's gotten all her agents, but she's put them right beside the ghost agents. So I think I want to take
there's-
this off here just so you don't freak me out.
That's fine. But I'm not on that card.
Okay,
So.
I know, but I just look over and your army looks big
Well,
enough.
it's not like you've given me a lot of room to work with, so.
You know, first of all, your army looks big enough. I don't want to hear
Okay,
your big
where are your
stories.
recruits? Are you just bitter because you don't have any recruits? You
I
don't
have 2 ghost agents. You know what you can do with 2 ghost agents?
Nothing. And you have 5
A
in
lot.
total?
There's
She
You
has
have
5
5.
total. Yeah, he has 5 total.
Alright. I'm gonna put 5
she apparently wants
for the
one.
university.
5 on the university for Brittany. Alright, it is my go. And all I can do is recruit. Because ghost agents on their own can't do anything.
There's really nothing that's what I want. Banks, I guess.
Yeah. Well, nice to have options, Chris, because I don't have any.
But they're not benefiting me. That's the thing, is I have options, but thank you for feeling for it. Can I change that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Knock yourself out. What do you want to do?
Let's see if
Go for
this.
inner circle. Do it. Do it. It's 4
4
points.
points.
Yeah.
On its own, even if it doesn't do anything for you.
I have enough to make this magic happen.
Okay.
Okay. So,
So go for, collect your cards.
I-
Brittany, choke on it. There you go. Okay.
Okay, so I get my 1 plus my extra.
Okay. And Brittany's been doing really well at Deep State, if you haven't noticed.
I get my ghost agents and my 1 recruit, and then my bonus recruit.
Alright. Well, it's my ghost. I get the supervisor, so that's yay, 2 agents. I basically get 2 agents, then I blow them all, and I'm poor for a turn. This is my pattern.
This is true.
Okay, so I can, and here's the thing. With the supervisor, I can only do what's in this row, the infiltration row and covert operations. And I have to do something. You can't pass your turn. So even if I want to wait and collect more agents, I can't. I have to do something if there's something available. The only time you can pass is if there's absolutely nothing you can do. I am going to do that. I'm going to put 5 agents on Crime Syndicate.
I am going to recruit. I haven't recruited yet this game.
Oh, there you go.
I
Good
need to
job.
get some agents.
Look at you, look at you.
I'm finally in a position where Brittany can't overpower me. I don't care if you want the card or not.
please.
I don't care if you don't want it or not. You can't overpower me.
I feel like you're a little nervous. Am I feeling, or I'm too powerful?
I
for you?
don't hear it from you.
All
Alright. Alright, so I take my card, I'll put the Crime
So
Syndicate.
I'm gonna take
up in
one
weird.
of my recruits. I'm gonna take one of my recruits, and I get an extra recruit.
Okay, well, I get all my ghost agents, my regular recruit, and because I'm in the second stage of Unified Nations, I get 2 bonus recruits.
Fancy.
So I get them all back.
Yep. I got my 1 back. That's it.
Fancy, dancy.
I want the supervisor to watch me,
Yes.
to give me more agents. Okay. So I'm going to
What you got?
gonna load up on these crime inner circle things. See if they help me out, because I've got nothing else to go on right
Well,
now.
4 points
Wait a
is pretty
second. Wait a second. I changed my mind. Because I just realized. No, it's not. Never mind. I thought the card was what card there was what I wanted, but it's not.
Okay.
Stick with the original plan.
Pretty. Okay. I am going to. I'm gonna keep it simple. And you know what? I'm gonna actually. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take 4. I'm gonna take the governments. Okay. So we're done. Everybody collect their cards.
Okay, so I'm going to collect my recruit.
I collected all my cards because I had all my agents, because I had 2 ghosts and 2 agents on there, and I'm getting back.
Same.
If I'm only collecting 1 card a turn right now, it's pretty much I get 3 agents backs. And if I'm using ghost agents, in most cases you're getting all your agents back.
Take my ghost and my agent, plus my 1 extra.
Okay. And then we're down to mass media. So when somebody collects this, we go to our treaty phase.
Can I ask a question to confirm something?
You can. Might not answer. Go ahead.
With the inner circle, when I attach this, it gives me these emblems plus.
It gives you... So if you put it on labor union, for example, it would give you an additional communist symbol. So that labor union would say 2 communist symbols and 1 special interests. Here's the thing though. If you attach the inner circle to a card, the inner circle is no longer worth 4 influence points. So
Interesting.
it's beneficial to help you get across this, right? To work in the world domination category, because inner circles are really good to help you get to the later ones, because it's hard to get these many symbols. But if you have inner circles, you
You
can.
have a lot.
Although, you cannot combine more than 1 inner circle per card.
Oh!
So you can't put 3 inner circle cards on 1 card. Or
That's what
cards
I
on
was
1 card.
kind of wondering.
So,
Because I was trying to think of how you can move up this so much if there was a way.
it's hard to move up.
Very. So I could take the 1 and
You can attach them any time. So you can wait till when you need it. Because if you don't ever use it, then you could attach it at the end of the game to get points.
gotcha.
So if you're gonna leave it there, once it's attached for good.
Yep.
Okay. You don't have to show the 4 points because it's not worth anything for you. You can just show the gray bar
I like to pretend.
at the top. I don't want to
Nice
throw
to
you out.
visualize.
All right. So, okay. Did you pass that off to anybody yet?
Goes to me.
Okay.
And I can't recruit anymore because
So-
I'm at max.
Yeah. So there's no. She doesn't get her 2 agents.
Is there 8 on the covert?
Yeah.
Operations?
That covert operation costs 8. Yes.
2, 4, 6, 8. Can you
Look at
put
her.
8?
She went all in. So bam. This is
you.
Yowcha.
organized coup.
Thank you.
Organized coup. There you go. That stays in front of you. So the next one is Revolution in the Banana Republic, and that's going to cost 9. So that's a pricey one if anybody wants it. It's not going to be me getting it. So let's see. Let's see what I want. You know what? I'm going to go for the mass media, and I'm going to go put all my guys on it because I'm recalling so many agents back. I'm always going to get that, so I might as well try to force you to play more if you want it.
That's true.
Oh, you know what? I've done one thing in error in this game, and we're gonna keep going with it. I just realized we planned this game for 4 players, but our 4th player didn't show up. There are certain cards that only exist in a 4-player game that we are playing in this game.
Ooh.
Because I noticed there's a lot of inner circles, and Chris has a 4. Can I borrow your inner circle, Chris?
Yep.
So if you notice, so yeah, right there, that number 4, that means you only include these cards in the deck when you're playing with 4 players. Now, we were going to play with 4 players, but that didn't work out. Caleb from down the street couldn't make it. So I planned this for 4 players, and I didn't take those cards back out. So all the 4-player cards that are out now, and you'll see there's also some that say 3+. I have one here. So you see 3+. So we're good with that, because that's 3 or more players. So is that the only card that says 4 on it? I don't have any that says 4 on it. Do you, Britt?
I do.
She does. Okay. How we'll do this. All the 4-player cards that are in play currently, we'll leave in play. That's an advantage for you guys, whoever's got them.
If we see any more, we take them.
Yeah, we'll just take them out.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Actually, no, we shouldn't. That
Just
might
keep
screw
playing
up.
it.
That might screw up when the game ends. So keep that in mind when you're playing through with this. You would remove those cards. So if you're playing with only 2 players, you would move the 3s and the 4s out. If you're playing with 3 players, you remove the 4s out. We forgot to, but we'll commence with it. You still get an idea of the game. It might be a little unbalanced. There might be some extra points.
Hopefully it works to my benefit, but I doubt it.
It might
Right
be-
now, maybe.
It might be a higher scoring game than normal.
You have
Yes.
a lot of cards. You're like, "Mer, mer, mer."
have a lot
You
of
have a lot of cards. And you have symbols.
Well, because he's also got cards he's not supposed to have. Cheater. Go ahead, Chris.
Okay.
I go? Okay, so with that, so now I've done the inner circle to my labor union. Now I've gotten 2 communist emblems there. I want to sacrifice 2, 3, 4 agents
Sacrificing 4 agents.
to move up
on the Comintern.
Nice.
So yeah, so he requires 2. Want to point to your 2 communist symbols. That.
And the inner circle, it gives me the double.
Yeah, inner circle. That doesn't double. It gives you +1.
+1.
And then he sacrificed 4 agents. Okay. Oh, and you get an extra shadow agent.
Yep. I can flip it over, but I like to make it look good, so I'm gonna keep my.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, I like the stack too. Because yeah, you could just flip them over and you'd be fine.
We got more players.
All right. Okay, so it's over. Let's collect our cards.
And our people.
Yep. And I
So
pretty
I
much
get 1.
collect everybody off
Plus
my
an
card.
extra 1, and all of these go now into my recruit.
Yep.
Give me one guy. He's coming back.
I get all my people, so that was pretty good. It's pretty good going up the Unified Nations because you get. I find these work well together. Keeps your agents coming back. Okay.
How many do you have in your recruit, Chris?
Sorry.
How many
do you have in your recruit?
recruitment pool?
Here. 3,
In
6.
your reserve pool, yeah. 6?
6.
6 in your reserve pool? Oh, I know what Brittany's got. There's certain cards in the game that, to one of the requirements is you have to have the most amount
Screwed
of
me.
agents in your reserve pool. They have 3 of them. There's agents in your reserve pool, there's agents in your active pool, and there's agents on cards.
So
I've had a game where I've had all
cancels-
3.
does that mean he cancels me out, or
You have to have more than him, right? You have to have the most. And I only have 5 in mine. So Chris is the one screwing on this.
Chris?
Good job, Chris. High five.
No high fives.
No high fives at the table! Mom! They're high fiving! Okay, so
I thought I worked that out brilliantly,
Eh.
and you screwed me.
the wild card.
Okay. I'm definitely the wild card in a lot of these games.
Alright, so it's the treaty phase.
Alright.
Let's treat.
The treaty man. Fine.
So no treaty for you then? Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Oh,
Alright.
'Cause I have 6 and you have 6.
I stumbled on being able to play this card. I didn't know I could. Okay. It's Brittany first.
No, I can't go. Sorry.
Alright, so I'm going to play the Federation of Trade Unions, which cost me 1 Supreme Power card and a government card, which I have a Supreme Power card and a government card. All the green cards are Supreme Power cards. And it gives me +3 influence for each communist emblem I have, which I have 0. But I do have government cards, and each government card I have is worth 3. I only have 1 government card, but it's worth 3 points now. So, or at the end of the game. So I'll just put that there. Alrighty. Chris, what are you playing?
Ooh, I can finally do it.
Hey, Chris, can you do it?
So I'll pass you the card there, and I'll let you read it.
Chris is going to be playing a trilateral commission. It's worth 3 points, 3 influence at the end of the game. And he gets +3 influence for each key connection card he has. And to cast it, to play it, he needs to have a project advance to level 3. So, which he does. His
Just did?
Comintern project. Ooh, and he's got 2 purples. He's got 2.
Got that right.
It's pretty good.
There.
I instantly don't like Chris this game because of that last move.
Tables are turning.
Britt, I'm going to flip for you because it's hard for you to reach across the table.
Thank you.
So, let's get 8. There's a purple card we don't want Chris to have. We agree?
For multiple reasons, because if he gets that red symbol, then he goes up to
communist symbol, yeah. Yeah,
20.
the world projects can score you a lot of points, but you have to get to the bottom 2. They're hard to get to, but when you get there, they're worth a lot of points. That's how I've won games on the last turn because of that.
Look at that.
Yep, so that's 4. So we're at World War again. So I need to put it there to note it. So you know what that means? You have to sacrifice 1 extra agent when moving up the track, but you get a discount on the required emblem. Brittany, pass me over that supervisor token. I get 2, so I'm not. So I got quite a few here. 5, 6, 7, and this needs 8, so I can't do that. Actually, that needs 9. Yep, that needs 9. Okay, so definitely not doing that. I have 7 agents available to me. Yeah, just double checking. Okay, 7 agents. I could take corporations. You guys don't have a whole lot. No, what do you have? 5 agents there?
Yeah.
I need to put 6 on there at least. So there you go.
I'm going to sacrifice 2 agents.
Oh, right. Let Brittany have the blue. I let Brittany have the blue.
Oh yes, I was focused on my own stuff, so I went to spyware.
Did you-
I sacrificed 2
You want to
agents.
sacrifice 3 because
And we're at war.
Oh,
We're
I
at
still
war.
have to. Oh yeah, even though I didn't.
Nice try, Christopher.
Why gotta be at war, people? Can't we just get along?
Good catch, Britt. Good catch. Chris is
I
cheating.
told you, tables have turned, and I'm not a fan of Chris.
All right, Chris,
Hey,
you're good, buddy.
that changes a lot of stuff here. Let's go with recruit. Recruit, yes.
You gonna recruit one?
Doing a plan.
Lab.
Yep. Knew that. I should have taken that. Should have taken it. Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. Let's take your cards. You can take your stupid lab. And I'll take the corporation card. So from there, I get to take all my ghost agents back. And I get to take 1 back as normal and 2 bonus ones, which is pretty good. Okay. So, what do you want?
I want that.
For me. Get away from me.
2 agents. 3. How many you got there? 2.
I have, my total? I have 6 agents total.
It's 6.
Yep.
So I got 3, and there's an additional 3.
Okay. Pretty good, Chris. Britt.
Okay. Gonna go for mass media.
And I'll let you have it because I want to go to Crime Syndicate. All right, we're good. Let's take our cards.
Thank you.
And I'll take 1 off each of
Get
these.
1 off.
My ghost agents and then my bonus one. So basically I get everything back. I reorganize these cards for the little.
Ghost agents. 1 agent. Plus my extra agent. And I will put you back on there.
All right.
Oh, you get +7 for the green cards? No, the red cards.
No, I don't. It's not the same as yours.
Oh.
Those weren't 7 points. That was me revealing 7 cards.
Right.
And I got rewards for it, or I got to take nothing.
Right.
So no, I don't have the same cards you. Okay. So we're done. Chris, pass over the supervisor token. Let's do this.
Thank you. I get to recruit 2.
I feel like I need to be taking advantage of this war.
I haven't been either. Okay, I'm going to sacrifice 3 recruits. I'm gonna move up.
Now there's 2 war cards in the deck, so this is the last war we're gonna have. So she recruit.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I don't see,
You're like,
I
she's a
don't see the
cheater.
spy
Oh,
symbol.
there it is.
That's right there. Hide it. That's hide it.
He's got a cheater! Oh, no, we're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Cheater! No, we're good. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Not cool.
Actually, can I move the other one?
What other one?
The blue.
You want her to take that back? So we haven't changed anything. We're
Oh wait, no.
No.
Nope.
Stop. You're not doing anything. You're fine.
I
Stay
was
where you are.
right. The first time I forgot.
Okay.
I'm looking at the green.
So these guys, I need to put 6 here.
Oh, blue.
Is that 6? Yep. There's 6.
I might as well just throw away all my treaty cards.
So.
Just settle down. I
Oh
haven't gone
yeah.
yet.
Sorry, you haven't gone yet.
Come on. How many you got on there?
I got. Oh, hold on. Yeah, let me put 1 more on there. Sorry, I forgot. I thought your turn was over. I just put everybody on there.
So what do you got there? How many you got?
You're lucky I couldn't afford that.
I had 7 on there.
Oh, that's what I got.
Yep.
Well then, fine.
I thought
Okay.
your turn was over.
So what I'm gonna do here then. First, I'm not really getting a bonus here on this. So I need to have 3 communist symbols, which I actually do have, but due to the war, I need to sacrifice 4.
Oh, poor baby. You get 20 points. Big.
Yeah.
Big whoop-de-doo, Chris.
Well,
Do
It hurts. 4 agents, and I'll move up.
Oh, that's good. Chris scored himself 20
Nice.
points.
Well
Now he's
done.
already maxed out on his ghost agent, so he's not getting any more. But 20 points is good. It's good. I have won games by at the last minute coming up on these tracks.
Yes, yes, you did.
So I'm trying a different technique, which I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm trying a different technique. Okay, we're good. Let's take our cards.
So we're like that for the next round. That would have been better for me.
Okay, so corporations.
Recruiting my 1 guy, my lonely soldier.
Oh, hold on.
What?
I made a mistake.
What was your mistake? Oh,
I
you
went
couldn't
up
go
on the track.
Oh, we're taking that back. You went back on the track
That goes back.
because
I get 3.
So we're rewinding this because Brittany.
Shoot, guys.
Oh,
Sorry.
you took.
I sacrificed 3.
Yeah, no, but that was one of the 3, wasn't it? Oh no, it wasn't.
No.
Okay, so yeah, we're rewinding it because Brittany has the supervisor, so she was not able to make that move. So how about you can just take that card?
Sure. That was my mistake.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so
Sorry.
no problem. So take that back.
That's
It's
poopy.
okay. I think it's okay. We fixed it with that. We fixed it with that. Okay, so now recall.
Catch it when
agents.
I do it, but when she does it, let her go because it's not Chris.
Who would let her go? Yeah, I'm not gonna let her go on that. She can't do it. It's a legal move.
I mean, he didn't catch her right away.
I don't
don't
even
either.
want to win because of that. That
Okay.
would be bad.
So
But now I'm sad because oh no, I couldn't have been able to afford it anyways.
I recall 3 agents from here total.
I recall my one little agent.
Little agent that could.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to attach this inner circle to this guy.
Oh, Chris is gonna go for the
Oh
40
wait,
points.
I'll wait.
Chris is gonna go for the 40 points.
Wait.
All right, so now
But
war
yes, that's
is
fine.
over. We're gonna go to the treat. We're in the treaty phase.
Why do you always have so many recruits? Gosh! I just want to
Punch him in the face. Just punch him in the face. Just want to punch him. Oh, I forgot I have a Russian.
so
I hate you.
Violence.
Okay. All right. So Brittany's first.
Does that not move?
It was at the end.
Yes. We're in the treaty. Yes.
I can't play.
Okay, I can't either because I do not have the required emblems.
Suck.
Brittany took them
Don't
because
have
Brittany sucks. Chris,
No bueno. No.
Brittany thinks you suck. I think Brittany sucks. Do you think I
How
suck?
many do you have?
Full circle.
Okay, yeah.
He has lots more than you.
Fine, fine, fine.
Like I have one root.
Fine.
All right, let's do this. So Brittany is trying to get more agents in her recruitment pool than Chris does because her treaty card, we don't know what it is, but we know it. She requires more agents than Chris.
And that'll be a battle that'll be tough for her to get. I like
'Cause
to
you
ride the line.
suck.
4, 5. So we played the last war card, so we know that there's no more war.
Okay, so there's no more.
There's
There's
another
only-
4 card.
there's only 2
There's
words.
2 4 cards there.
Yeah, no, we're gonna leave them.
Oh, we're gonna leave them. Okay.
Then I will.
7, 8.
Then I will do my
All right.
add my inner circle to my.
Yeah, we're leaving them because it might totally break the
Right.
game. It might already be breaking the game with 3 of us, but I think I don't know. Maybe the worst thing that's gonna happen is our score is higher than it should be. But you guys will still get the idea of how the game plays.
Absolutely.
Okay. So supervisor token over, please, Miss Madame. Thank you. All right. Oh. I don't know if I want it. I did want it, but do I want it now? Yeah, I don't know. Well, I get 2 agents.
Look at all those agents.
Look at them all.
Somebody's bouncing. I can bounce on the. Rotation.
Okay, so. How many do I have here to work with? I have 5, 6, 7 agents. Alright, so I'm gonna go for. Because I have 2 agents just sitting on the corporation card here. You got 4 there? And you got 4 as well. Okay, so I'm okay with 4. So I could take. This one's really good for Brittany. And it hurts my brain to leave it. These are all good. The 3 are good. You guys are all dinks. Because like I can't take them all. I gotta. You
What
guys
benefits you?
just suck. You know what? What benefits me is you suffering in some format. God damn
You
it.
sure you want to do that? I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not sure I want to do that. Go, dinkus.
Then I will do that.
How many is that?
4.
Matching you.
So you're gonna let me have the university's card, eh? Which allows me to have every blue card as 3.
Nope, not every blue card's worth 3. This card is worth 1 point for every blue card. you
Oh,
have.
right.
Yeah.
So that's even better.
No.
'Cause I've-
No,
I have 3
if
of
all
them.
your blue cards were worth 3, that would be way better than that 1 card being worth 1 point for every blue card.
1 point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 10.
No. What? No, don't count those. That card only counts these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, So if you have that, this card is worth 5 points.
I understand, but I would have 3 of them.
Oh yeah,
so I'd
you have
have
more.
15
You have more
points.
cards that do that. Yes.
Thanks.
No, I know. I know she's getting points for that. But I need to do something. So I didn't want any. I didn't want you to have that. I didn't want her to have that.
Universities.
So I don't know what to do.
I win each whatever choices.
I don't like
you
it.
make. I'm in a good spot.
I don't like it. I didn't like any of it.
I was looking at my own greed.
Pretty good.
Okay. Anyways, so we're done. I don't like where this goes. I don't like where this is going. Let's go. Take your cards.
Being pretty good at our own
Take your
cards.
stupid cards.
Do you even get anything for that emblem?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna take
Well, I
back
get it for that card.
You're gonna make me get my own. You're gonna be like that, eh?
We can get our own cards.
one. I get one card from. One agent back from each card,
Okay.
and 2 additional agents back. So
I still get my lonely
So
one
I
agent.
get 1 agent and 1 extra agent.
there you go. Oh,
Oh, yeah,
Supervisor took him
fight
out.
my agent. I get hurt. You guys have recalled all your agents I
Yep.
need to?
I have recalled all my agents.
Okay, then I'll start getting my... Try to sneak a third one in there. My 2.
Nice try, Chris. Okay, what you doing, Chris? What you gonna do, buddy? Make your moves.
Can't do that, so...
Big moves. Make your moves. Big move. Do it. Do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Take it back.
6. How many do you have? Yeah, like nice little fleet there.
Yeah, well, I have everybody. Everybody came back. I got 9 and 2. And well, I got 9 total.
Stay like that. I want to get my treaty card.
And you have 2. All depend on what Mark wants. What does Mark want? Oh, is that the one I needed? No. Ruby. Fine. Fine.
Okay, what do you got there? You put 5 on inner circle. Go for another
6.
inner circle. 6 on
6.
inner circle.
You put me on real estate.
Okay, I gotta rethink my moves. So you got 6 there. So I could put 7 if I wanted to. And then I would recall on my turn, I'd recall up to 3. And I have 2 there. So I gotta do some mathage. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do any of these. I'm gonna go government. Bam, bang, bingle. Alright, so we're good. So I'll take our cards back.
Wow, you have a lot of green.
Yeah.
He has more than me.
Yep. Too bad there's no. I'm not screwed. I want one of those cards where I get 7 points for green. That'd be sweet. All right, and then
Thank you.
take your cards. I recall all my agents because I don't have many on the cards.
And we're calling 1 agent here, 1 agent here, and an extra agent.
Okay.
I'm going to recall all my ghosts, 1 agent, and 1 additional.
All right.
And passing the supervisor over.
Okay, I'm gonna recruit 2.
How many you got there now? 6.
I have 6, yep.
All right. I gotta do some mathematicals in my brainicals. I gotta figure this out. I'm sweating.
It does look painful.
I don't like it. Everyone's right. I can't think. You know, I want to go up on the freaking tracks, but I don't have enough of any symbol to do anything.
Chris
I have-
is hoarding them all.
I have one.
This is my play.
I have one. What's it called? The Peacekeepers, and I have one of the communism.
You don't get points for it after, though. Oh, but you get it for over there. Let me see. You still get points. Fine. I'll give you that.
I could put my inner circle on one of them, but I think my inner circle's better suited getting me points. Yeah, better inner circle's better getting me points. Stupid symbols. Don't have them. Don't like it. That makes me sad. It makes me sad. It hurts my brain.
If it helps, I know what I'm going to do next.
Oh,
So-
it does. It really does. Doesn't. So don't care. So we're going.
Slash.
So why don't you hurry up so I can do it?
Yeah.
That's all I care about. Is me.
Okay. What do you got there?
Oh, he's gonna move up
Move up on what? Oh, him?
to 50 or 40 points.
Yeah. Yeah,
we
don't-
were just letting him take the inner circle cards.
What do you want me to do?
Do better. Do better.
How about you stop focusing on your own points?
How about
and
you
do it?
stop focusing on all the greens and taking them from me when really he's your threat?
You know what? You know what? I don't want to hear it. I'm doing that. Peace out.
Sacrifice my 2.
That is such
Bam.
boo.
So how I did that is I have my
I don't wanna hear it.
circle card.
He can pay the cost and he moved. That's it. Chris got 40
Pay the
points.
cost because he has the inner circle behind,
The communist symbol.
yeah, the labor unions,
Double
which
over.
means he has 4.
I actually shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake. But it's done. I should have
Why
done
was it a mistake?
I should have done that. So we wouldn't have gone into the treaty phase.
You can still change it if you want.
No, I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the last turn. That was a mistake. I should have gone here. I thought we had one more turn. See, this wouldn't happen with 3. This shouldn't happen. Because we played with all the cards. So the number's broken. Normally this would be like 1 or 2 cards left, but instead there's tons of cards left
Would've
because we
been
played
clear.
with the wrong number of cards.
Yeah.
So give me more time for my
Oh,
plan
I
to
messed
work.
up. See, what I should have done, let me give you an example of what I should have done. I should have put everybody here and got 14 points, but I thought we had one more turn because normally there's 2 cards there. And I was like, oh, there's more than 2 cards there. We have an extra turn.
That
So
Really
that
sucks.
totally screwed me. Big time.
yeah.
That sucks. I'm out 14 points. That sucks really hard. That makes me sad.
You could have switched it.
And the game is
I
over.
would have let you.
Would Chris let me? Would Chris let me fix that mistake?
Take that off and do another
Yeah.
Like we can still keep
Alright,
going.
alright, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, Chris, let me-
It's in his best interest to
Chris-
do that.
Chris-
It
over here.
absolutely is my
Alright.
best interest to
Is that
drag
what
this game a
taking-
little bit more.
I like for the record.
Halfway.
For the record, thanks you, Chris. I appreciate it. We've all had it. We've all had. You know,
Oh, yes,
we've
yes.
all had a chance to do a do-over. Thank you. It had nothing to do with that. I just thought because I messed up when I shuffled the cards. Usually, you'll know the end is coming because it'll only be like 2 or 3, like 1 or 2 cards are there. But I saw the pile, and then after I played, I realized we don't have the right amount of cards, so that screws that up. So I'm putting everything on here, so I get this card. And yes, it does benefit
That's
Chris.
a lot of points.
And so
Benefits me because I'm trying to drag it out to see if I can score more points. But of course, as I'm trying to score more points, you'll be able to score
okay,
more
so
points.
let's recruit more. Let's
I don't
recruit our
know.
guys
How about
back. So I recruit 3 total, and I lose these guys to my reserve.
Hey, Brittany, you got enough in your recruiting pool to beat me yet?
And it's reserve.
No.
I have 5 now too. So
Boo.
all right, so I get 2 back.
But I literally only have 1 treaty card. I cannot believe all my cards.
I'm bummed that I left the 4s in there. You guys get the idea. Okay. Let's see. So I have 4.
Oh, that really sucked because you got those points and now you get to go first. And dominate.
5, 6, 7. I have 7. So
I just want to see if I can do what I'm planning on doing, if I have enough time to do it, but I don't know.
I don't think so.
It's a tough one.
Um,
You know what I'm doing? What do you mean?
I can't really do much of anything.
How did you recruit all those guys back?
I get 3 back off that card, and this. I didn't use everybody.
How do you get 3 back?
Oh no, I did use everybody. I get 3 back.
You only get 2 back.
2
Oh,
and my,
3.
and my
that's
normal one.
so. Okay, sorry,
And I-
sorry.
And everybody else went here. And then I got 2 from the supervisor.
Okay.
So that's how it worked. Now, here's my thing. I can't go up on any track because the next step for this is 2, and I don't have 2 of those. I don't have 2 of those. And I can go to the beginning of those tracks, but those don't really benefit me right now. So, let's see. Actually, maybe one of them can benefit me. I need to go up on the stupid tracks, but I can't because Chris has got all the symbols. I don't want to hear it from you, Chris. I could do yours. No. Dang.
One is I could have played. Like when it comes to time, I could play trees, but they literally help you guys,
Okay.
not me.
You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna sacrifice. Oh, I can't. Screw you guys. I can't. You guys help me. I didn't mean that. That was my inner anger happening. I gotta do this. It's the only thing I can do. I was trying to think of how I can go up on the track, but I got the supervisor in front of me, so I can't go up on the track. So let's make sure I get. I don't care if I get this character or not. But I'm gonna put as much guys as I can get back on there.
How many is on there? 5?
There is 5. Actually, I might as well put one there. How many do you have, Britt?
6.
You have 6. So 5, 6. There you go.
Surprised you did that.
It doesn't matter. I have to plan something.
I'm surprised you didn't want me to kick you off there, but that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
It's done.
No.
You've played.
Okay.
No,
can I
that's
get
it.
Can I get it?
Yeah.
How about now? Go recruit.
I really want to punch Chris. This may be the first game.
Go, Britt.
They recruited. That benefits you. Now.
Oh, I'm
Maybe
sorry.
you don't
Is someone talking right now? I can't hear the screeching. I can't play. I'm done. Oh, maybe I can.
You can play. Can't you go up the tracks?
What's the point?
You get recruit.
What's the point?
You have to do something. You can't pass. You can recruit. Your recruit can be your action.
But what's the point of recruiting? Nothing, right?
You have to make an action.
Okay, fine.
Is the point.
I will move up on the blue track. Sorry,
Oh.
this track.
The
Unified
Unified
Nations.
Nations. So we get rid of 2, and you have the symbol for it. So you're good. Okay. And we'll go around and collect my card.
Alrighty.
So let's do this. Put that there, and I get 3 guys back total.
I think Chris might have this game.
I don't think so, Tim.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
I find with this game it's
I don't
hard to know.
It stresses me out. It stresses me out. Okay, so we have our last treaty phase now,
Yep.
and I cannot play my card because I did not take the card I needed. So
I can play mine.
that's discarded.
You want to show it?
Yoink. Let's see what you got.
International Peace Bureau.
There you go. So it cost you 3 science cards and a corporation card. You got those?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you got them. And you may immediately make a treaty that has a spy emblem or science card in the upper right corner. You do not have to meet its conditions. Ooh, and so she got 4 points for this, and she gets to play another treaty,
But I can't.
which she can't do. So she doesn't. She can, but she can't. No.
Because it has to be a science card. It has to be blue,
And
right?
it has in the corner. It has to be a science card or the spies, right?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it. Chris, are you playing anything?
Yep.
Okay. So that is all. Now we go through the extensive point tracking
Oh, so we're not.
system.
What? Oh, I thought we were doing one more.
No, we
No,
can't.
it's
There's
done.
no
Oh,
more.
that's why I let you do it because I thought we were doing one
No,
more.
that's what I'm
Oh.
saying. It's like that's what I was saying. I was like, there's not going to
No,
be
I
more
would not have
tracks.
given you that 14 points.
Oh, because it wouldn't have mattered because there's only
Because
7.
we were one short. One card
Yeah,
short.
one card short. That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't have happened. And I thought we had one more turn is what I was saying. Because
I was thinking that we're going to be extended. That's okay. It is what it is.
all right. Well, I appreciate it. Let's see what happens. All right, well, we're going to go find a pen.
Fair loser.
We're going to find a pen.
Yes.
And we're going to keep track some scores. So here's how the system works. You get this, with Deep State, you get this handy dandy little point sheet.
And
Right.
3-year-old rating. That's all marked right there.
Yeah, it's
Look
because the
at that.
pen does not work.
Totally.
Yeah.
And so we basically fill it in following these rules. And we're just going to do this quickly. So we're going to add up our points, and then I'll bring you each stage. I'll show you how we're doing. Okay, so first thing we're going to add up is the total value of our red, blue, and yellow cards, which are mass effect, are mass control, science, and finance cards. All those cards are worth 1. For our first score so far, I got 6 points, Britt got 11, Chris got 6. So now we're gonna score for government, university, and stock exchange cards. Let's see who gets the highest on that. All right, so when it came to the government, university, and stock exchange cards, I scored 11. Brittany's in the lead again with 18, and Chris got 0. Big old 0. Now we're gonna see who scores the most for crime syndicate. Chris, how many do you have?
I have no green cards.
Chris is no
How many
green
times you gonna say that? It's 0.
Now, crime syndicate scores you points for sets. Chris again scored 0 because Chris has no green cards. Brittany had 1 crime syndicate card, which scored her 9 points. I had 2 crime syndicate cards, so I scored double. So I didn't get enough on each, as much as Brittany, on 1. I didn't have as many sets, but I had more crime syndicate cards. So I scored 12. All right, next we're gonna check out our corporation cards. So let's see, how do those score? Corporation cards are, +3 for every green card.
Which we know I don't have.
Chris has 0. Okay, now for the corporation cards, one thing I forgot to do was At the beginning of your point phase, you have the option to attach your inner circle cards. Now, because I was so focused on our recording, I completely forgot that I even had an inner circle card or that phase. So anybody who wants to attach their cards can do so now. Chris has no green cards to attach it to, and Britt has no inner circle cards. So I attached my inner circle card to my corporation card, which scored me 4 points for every green, which is Supreme Power card. So I scored 4 points for every Supreme Power card instead of 3 points. So our total was, I scored 42, Brittany scored 18, and Chris scored 0 because he has no green cards. Now we're gonna move on to inner circle cards that are not attached to anything. This is where Chris is gonna score large. Bam. So there you go. Me and Britt got 0. Chris scored 8 points because he's the only one that has influence cards, or sorry, inner circle cards that aren't attached to anything.
Finally.
Now we're gonna score our covert operation cards. Okay, so
Look at all those zeros.
for covert operations, I took 3 of them, which added to 28 points. Britt and Chris only took 1 each, which got them 12 and 10. Now we score for, this is where Chris is going to score big. This is where we score our anybody who's advanced the last 2 spaces on a world domination project will score here. Now we know this already. Chris is the only one that's gone forward, so Chris is going to get 40 points. Me and Brittany are going to get 0 because, as you can see here, Chris is the only one that made it to the last square. And the last square in all of them is 40 points, except for this one, which is 50. And the second last one is worth 25, 20, 20, 20. And Chris is the only one there. So Chris gets to score 40 points. Good job, Chris.
Good job,
Well
Chris.
done.
Woohoo.
Well done.
Good job. Even though I'm bitter with you this game.
And
Good
now,
job.
there's a lot of scoring stages in this.
Oh,
Yeah, there is.
But I like it because then you add it up and you're like, what's going to happen? It could change.
Right.
A lot of swings.
Stress
So
out.
now we're scoring every influence point on our treaty cards. For shields on treaty cards, I got 10 total. Brittany's got 4 and Chris got 3. Now, they each had 1 treaty card. Only I had 3 cards that scored. Now, the thing is, on the next stage, here, we score the special effects that treaty cards have. You know, as Brittany, can you pass me your 7-pointer? Here's the example. So, the phase we just did, we scored that. This phase, we're scoring any special scoring rules that the cards have. So in this one, Brittany's going to score 7 points, for example, because she has the most science cards. So that's what we're going to do now. Let's see what we got. So now, bam. All right, bam. In this round, looks like Brittany took the lead with 25. That science card was big for her. So 25 for Brittany, 12 for Chris, 9 for me. Now we're gonna add up and see our total and see who our big winner is, shall we? All right, so far Chris has scored a total of 79. Let's see what Britt has earned. So Britt has flipped Chris's numbers over. So she's crushing Chris.
Screw you,
97.
Now I feel
Great.
bad for being so angry. At
That's
you.
what I thought.
Now let's see what Mark gets.
I hate
I'll
that
always
this is the
focus
one
on
that he wins on.
All right.
When I've
Focus
crushed
on
him.
him. Never focus on
I've-
me. Even if you think I got something,
Just for the
stay
record,
away from me.
Can I finish?
just for the record, I have won every single game until this one.
Hold on, you haven't won every single game. I won our first game. And anyways, so Mark's score is 118. And just for the record,
Oh,
I know this was the contention, was this card here, because they let me take that. But since I won by more than 14 points, it's okay. So even if we deducted 14 points, I'd still break 100. Okay, so let's talk about how awesome I am. Okay. Anyways,
if you have any good ideas on how to torture Mark, just let us know. And, we'll take care of that.
all right. So that was Deep State.
It's just so convenient that he always wins when we're recording.
Well, if I
It's like
didn't,
no one ever wins.
if I didn't win, we would have just erased this tape.
Yeah,
Okay, so now in all fairness, we did normally.
yeah, you cheated
Hold on.
because
Normally we wouldn't have those extra cards, and there's more cards in here than there should be. There only should be like 1 or 2 cards in here. But I think it still gives you guys an idea of how to play. We did play correctly if there was 4 players here. The only thing I really screwed up was we probably scored higher than we might have, maybe not. But this ending, a lot more cards didn't come up that would have. But I think we're okay. We survived. I think as long as it's kind of like we're all cheating together, so it's okay.
Yep.
Okay, so what did you think of Deep State?
I enjoyed it. I had a plan. I was hoping for that last round. My plan was to try to sneak up this chart really fast and try to get as many points as I could. Unfortunately, that did not happen because I really need the points, as you can tell.
Well, if you did get up to 1 more, you would have tied Brittany. If you got
I
up
was
to the end,
going right to the end.
you were
going
going to get there.
I was going to have
It was too close to the end. We were too close to the end. There was no way I was going to have. I really enjoy this game, actually.
I really enjoyed this game as well. I think they do a really good job at balancing it out so that
When you play with the right cards.
When you play with the right cards, that you feel like you can get through all of the cards or all of these projects, but you really can't. There's a good balancing act there. And then second, I like this game because even if you think someone's in the lead, I feel like at the very end when we're tallying up our points, there's always more points than we realized, and you actually don't know. Like, I feel like you're just going back and forth and like, oh, you're in the lead, oh, you're in the lead, oh, they're in the lead now, and then all of a sudden the other person crushes it.
Yeah, there's a lot of like, I think you got this. I don't know. And
like I like that.
Like, we all thought Chris was doing a lot better than 79, but apparently Chris was just doing regular Chris.
Yeah. See, and I knew that. They just, it's their excuse not just to team up on me, but we knew I was not going to win this game. It was just, you just want to use an excuse to team up on me. Come on.
What I also like about this game too is you could start with one strategy, but then if you're not getting the cards that you need, you can't follow through with that strategy. So you actually have to change almost like halfway through the game to
you have to adapt to what comes out.
You have to adapt to what you're getting.
Like, I didn't think my strategy was going to be laced so heavily on the Supreme Power cards, which are the green cards. I thought I was like, when I got the 1 Crime Syndicate, I was okay, I'll try to get sets, and then I got the other card. I was like, okay, I'll load. That'll help me with the sets because it'll give me a lot of yellows and blues. But then I never went up the World Domination. I went up twice on it since I had that card.
Like, my treaty cards benefited both of you, and I was like, since the beginning of the game, I could not use these because you would have gotten most points for that. You would have got most points for that. I was just, it's not going to happen. I can't use these treaty cards. I'm like, how do I get some more? And,
you could have gone here to get more. This would have got.
True, but I have to sacrifice these cards, and these are too powerful to be sacrificed.
Hey, I've won games. So yeah, it's not the only game I've won because I beat you a game where I sacrificed all my triangles to come to 50, and that 50 put me over the top.
That's right.
That was like that was a good game. That was like a last minute, Mark's got to get rid of everything. Anything that's got triangles, because I was like, I'm losing. And it worked. That was the winning move. Was that one turn?
Yep.
I got to there, and that was the last turn, and I won. I got me 50 points.
Yep.
Wish I clued into the inner circle a little sooner. I don't know why. I was just not thinking that it would add more symbols for me. And then I could have gotten up that chart a little faster and hopefully gotten to the
the inner circle is really good for that. Now, again, in a 3-player game, there's usually not that many. So you took advantage of the fact that there's more out there. So yeah, but I really we didn't get to use any of these cards. These
are like surprised.
Discount cards. Well, it's because
that was my 1 card.
Oh, you had it. Yeah.
I had it.
Oh yeah, that's the one where
you wouldn't let me get it.
Close enough. Yeah. So if Brittany did get that card, she would have been able to. This would have given her +2 ghost agents on the first card of the infiltration row every time she tried to get it.
So that is a really nice bonus. It makes really, if you want that.
What's cool is there is so many treaty cards, and you never see all of these in the game. So every time you play, your hand is different. There's a lot of repeats as far as like they repeat the same ability but for different colors, right? Like I had the same one for yellow as for blue, but it's good. It works out. The symbols, the emblems, there's so few of them in this game. And I find you're like starving for it. You're like, I want more. So it's hard for a lot of people to get up these tracks.
It's true.
That was the other thing, is I needed that emblem, and that was the one I couldn't get. But yet I had treaty cards that needed that. Same with the corporation, and both of you. Like as you saw in the scoring, I had no green, not at all. You guys took them all. So, and of course my cards needed them. So I just could not get them from you.
So I found this game was easy to learn. The rule book is well written. And then they've got this handy dandy little reference, and this is the prototypes, and they're well written. You know, there's probably, I think there's some like typos in here, but again, we got a prototype copy, and it was translated from like Russian or something like that, right? So, but they're really well written.
Yeah.
The only questions I had was there's an expansion which is called Men of Action, which we did not play because I wanted to try to keep it simpler for our video. But yeah, it's really good. The artwork is very reminiscent of comic books from the 90s.
Yeah, I like it.
So it's very, very 90s comic books. And
I really like this one.
really like this one. This is Chris's favorite card or art
me.
on
Yeah.
the card. He looks mean. Mean looking Russian. So we if you're interested, if this sounds like a game that's interesting, it's fun. It's a fun game. We do recommend this game. I recommend D-State. You?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we've had
There's a bit of a challenge. It seems simple to learn and simple to go through. But yeah, there's a challenge in just trying to compete against each other and get what you need.
When we were doing our like practice refresher round, because it's been a few weeks since we played this, and we wanted a little refresher, and we played it through. But when we were playing it, I was getting sucked into it. I was like, I want to keep going. But we had to pull the plug. We're like, nope, stop, stop. We got to play. We know what we're doing.
Could you imagine what a score would have been then?
Oh, I had a good hand.
Yeah. Each card was complementing the other. It was like, oh.
It was like a nice little chain right off the bat. I was like, bam, 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 bam. It was great. Anyways.
Yeah, so this game is good with 2. It's great with 4, and it plays really well with 3.
I prefer this game at 3 and 4.
I agree.
Like me and Brittany have played it with 2, but with 2 I find you're passing over the supervisor token a lot. So it's like I go, you go, and it gets a little more predictable what you can do because it's like, okay, well if you play that card, I know I can override you and do it. And in a 2-player game, I would, if I wanted to slow the game down because I needed more time and I didn't want to finish the row, I would just over infiltrate Brittany. So we're getting rid of cards slower. So instead of getting rid of 2 cards a turn, if we were doing 2 cards a turn, she'd infiltrate one and I'd over infiltrate her, and that would be only 1 card a turn. So I'd slow the game down if I needed to, so I could control the pace. So it was easier for me to do that.
I see it too, because they can't do the world domination project, so you're kind of stuck in only that 1 turn to do it.
But I do try different strategies. Like I had games where I went as high up as I could on this track, this track, that track, and that track. And it's like this track I made it all the way to 50. This track, I think one of these I made it to 40. Can't remember which one it was. I think it was this one. But yeah, I like it. It was like I wanted all shadow agents 1 turn. The other turn game I played, I wanted to be able to buy more. So it's really cool. I know this is a really popular one. Is the Unified Nations, being able to get a bunch of agents back because it keeps you kind of this game more. Yeah,
especially when you do the corporation government ones where you have the massive amount of agents you need to use on it. It's good to get those back as fast as possible.
And we almost got all these cards. Brittany usually gets a lot of these. Brittany usually has a stack
I changed up my strategy this time around.
Yeah. You did.
I still did well. So yeah.
Chris's strategies always get all the symbols. Every time we play with Chris, he has all the emblems.
Because I want to move up on the tracks, but then I forget certain things.
And he hogs them all.
And then this doesn't seem to work as well as I want.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that was it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this playthrough, and we all recommend Deep State. If you can get on the Late Pledge and it sounds like a game you're interested, it looks like a game you're interested in, then we all recommend it. Okay, that's
Thanks
it.
for joining us.
See you next week.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us. If you like this video and you want to see more, subscribe to our channel. It's the best way to keep up to date with everything we do here at Board Game Coffee. But if you want to see more right now, we got plenty of videos to choose from. And if that's not enough, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee. And remember, have fun, keep gaming, be social. See you.